Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit. This is my brand new book. It's available now in paperback and Kindle. Soon in Audible books. I'm still waiting for the approval from Audible. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you leave a review for either one of those books, you will get the Audible version for free of one of my other books if you email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com. I do readings. I do 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, romance, twin flame, life, path, and purpose. You can go to my website, fondinwellness.com. Now, I want to talk to you about something very special that is happening July 28th, 2020. This is the debut of my Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp #1. This is an incredible opportunity to get organized, to free yourself from pain from the twin flame journey, to get clarity, to get step-by-step, to get certainty in your twin flame journey. This is the time. You can go to the link below and sign up for the debut of my boot camp. Now, originally I had said it was something like 9 subjects, 9 videos, and 3 bonus videos. This is insane. Once I started recording, this thing is way more expansive than that. I will tell you right now, it's going to be well over 10 hours of video, bonus videos, bonus material, Q&A call with me for $111. That is totally nuts, totally crazy that I cannot offer that price again. It's just too much material, too much work, and the price after this boot camp, it will be repeated again in August, but boot camp #1 will never be this low again just because the work that I have put into it, it's just insane, the amount of work. Now, some of you have asked, is this the same material that's on YouTube? Absolutely not. It's all new material. All new material in this bootcamp, and it's organized. I wish when I was on my twin flame journey in the beginning, I wish I had something organized to follow, because as you may have noticed, when you go on YouTube and you follow a bunch of twin flame vloggers or YouTubers, it's very disorganized, meaning like some people say one thing, some people say another thing. There are videos on some things, there aren't videos on other things. And so it can get really difficult to get clarity on this twin flame journey. That's what this boot camp is designed to do. Boot camp #2 coming out at the end of August is going to be all about the healing. What do I do to heal as a divine feminine? I'm very excited for this boot camp. We've already got a bunch of people signed up, but if you have missed the boat, I would say go to that link below and sign up. You have got nothing to lose and everything to gain. There is a money back guarantee after the first week. If you're not satisfied, you can get your money back. But I guarantee you, after that first week, you are not going to want to cancel your membership to that course because it is so fascinating. It is amazing. I've dug deep into this and there is so much material. It's crazy. This is the weekly Twin Flame Tarot reading. Messages for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and the couple. Today is Monday, July 20th, 2020. This reading goes through the 26th, which is Sunday, and I am so excited to be back, you guys. I'm really used to posting at least 2 to 3 videos per week on YouTube. As some of you know, if you read my post on the community page of my YouTube channel, for the last 4 days, I've been in a Tony Robbins online event called Unleash the Power Within. This is my second time in the event. It was an online event this time, and I will tell you, it is not only life-changing and mind-blowing, and I'm a coach, but I need a coach. Every coach needs a coach. It was also very intense, really intense. So of course, during those 4 days, there's no way I could have recorded anything. And the day before was preparation to make sure there was enough food in the fridge for myself and for my children who are here. That pretty much took up the entire week, but I'm so happy to be back. I did a lot of meditation before I started this video today, checked in with my angels and guides. What do they want me to bring to you for this week of July 20th, 2020? One thing I want to maintain is that, you know, the best thing about that course, the best thing about being immersed for 4 days straight in the Tony Robbins event that I was immersed in is that I didn't even get the opportunity to look at the internet. I didn't get the opportunity to look at social media. I didn't get the opportunity to see the headlines for the news. It was the most wonderful and blissful thing ever. So if anything, if you want to join the boot camp just to get away from normal life for 2.5 weeks, because the course is going to be rolled out every 2 days over 17 days, man, if you want to spend 2.5 weeks just getting away from normal life, do it. I would say for none other than that reason, because I will tell you, as exhausted as I am for being online, because Tony goes for 13 hours. Even when I was doing live seminars, I did not go for 13 hours. There is no way, no how. The longest I ever went during a seminar is like 8 to 9 hours during the day. Never 13, never 12. I need my meals. I need my sleep. But as exhausting as it was so refreshing to be in that positivity, that positive light, and to be working on myself, working on my goals, my desires, my aspirations, my limiting beliefs. And it was incredible. And, you know, it's something that I would highly recommend. Just do, you know, get yourself coaches, do boot camps, things like that, do seminars and online things, even if you can't go in person. It's so worth it to just hit the reset button on yourself. To that end, let's pray over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, archangels, angels of God, twin flames, guardian angels, and romance angels. Let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. This is for Divine Feminines. We're going to start with the goddesses as usual. What do the Divine Feminines need to know? Divine Feminine angels, guardian angels, for this week, starting Monday, July 20th, 2020. Let's get it. Divine Feminines for this week. All right, my weekly deck this week is the daily messages from our angels. I think we used this deck a couple of weeks ago. I took out 2 decks and I was more drawn to this deck. I really checked in with my angels right prior to this, right before my meditation actually. I checked in and this was the deck that they were guiding me toward. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and start with this deck for Divine Feminines this week. Awesome. Now for the Divine Masculine, our beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, strong, handsome, beautiful Divine Masculines. Let's go ahead and start with us. What do Divine Masculines need to know for this week? Okay, and we have got the daily angel messages for Divine Masculine. Let's do it for the week, starting July 20th, 2020. I like that, 7/20/2020. It's magical. It's beautiful. For Divine Masculines, here we go. Awesome. And let's go for the couple, twin flame couple. Let's get those beautiful messages for the twin flame couple this week. Let's see what's going on. And daily messages. Daily messages. Awesome. And let's go for the romance energy. Romance energy for the twin flames. Let's do this. Romance energy, angels, guardian angels, romance angels. What is the romantic energy between the twin flames in this collective for this week? Perfect. Let's go to the messages of love oracle. This is going to confirm or enhance or change slightly the meaning of the initial romance card, twin flame angels, romance angels. What is the message for twin flames this week? All right, and let's go to the Hidden Truth Oracle. We always pick 2 from this deck. For the couple, this is actually messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. Let's see what Divine Masculine has to say this week. Let's go ahead and just find out, what do they have to say? All right, let's start with the Divine Feminine. Beautiful message. Gorgeous message. I love this. This is so good. We've got the Ace of Water. It is the falling in love card. It's also heightened psychic abilities. This is the renewal of love. This is the rekindling of love. This is a fresh, new start in love. This is like the birth of something new or something renewed. Now, I love the fact that this message is enhanced by this one. We've got the change in direction card, and we've got a baby here. We've got the stork bringing the baby. We've got an angel, a cherub, which does represent that innocence. It represents the innocence of love. It represents the innocence of a new birth. It represents something new, starting anew in love, in romance, in emotion, these new emotions, these newfound emotions, which means that this is a change in direction from where you have been in the past, Divine Feminines. This means that you've scraped away the old stuff. You've scraped away the stuff from the past, those emotions that were sticky and not serving you and hindering your progress. You've gotten rid of that. For many of you, you've gotten rid of it. And therefore, as you have purged that, you've gotten rid of that, it means that it's time for you. I really feel it's time to not go back to that. It's time for you to move forward in a new direction with the renewed emotions, with this feeling of love that feels like the beginning. Do you remember how it felt in the beginning of your twin flame connection? Do you remember how it felt in the beginning when you first fell in love with your divine masculine? Do you remember those sentiments, the feelings, the purity, the heart chakra opening, the flutters, the butterflies? That is what this message for you is embodying. It's exactly embodying that. For divine masculines, this week is a bit of a challenge. There's this desire to sort out problems with other people. There's this desire to sort out the problems in order to move forward. And I'll show you, but the Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands, is only a portion of this message. It's only a portion. I find the divine masculines in this strong desire to work out the conflict with others, and it may only be one other person. I'm not saying it's a bunch of people, but they have this strong inner desire to work out that conflict. And I really feel that there's almost like a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other shoulder. And because we got trustworthy guidance, they're getting divine guidance. And they're also very conflicted with what their ego is saying about sorting out these problems with this other person or other people. So like I said, I'm literally seeing the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other shoulder, and the conflict with the divine masculine as to, do I resolve this conflict with my divine guidance? Or do I resolve this conflict with my ego? And it's a real battle, because in the past, when they resolved the issue and the problem with this person or people with their ego, it worked. It worked, but it worked like a Band-Aid effect. It worked because it worked with an outburst of anger, or maybe they're not angry people, but they got to their wits' end and they lashed out, and then the other person was silent or quiet or withdrawn or let them alone for a while, but it was really a Band-Aid effect. And so what ended up happening was it snapped back again into conflict with this person or people, and now they're faced with their own self, because as they have grown and as they have changed, they have an astute sense of a spiritual awakening, and they have an astute sense of their higher spiritual self. And so they are sorting out issues with this person or people in their lives, and they want to push through and go back to their own ways, but they also want to deal with it in a different way so that the resolution is more permanent. And I have a feeling, I really do, I have a feeling that this has something to do with either the person that they're breaking up with. Now, this could be breaking up a marriage or breaking up a relationship or boyfriend or girlfriend, in order to see the truth, because they've already seen the truth of the twin flame connection. They have already seen the truth. We have seen that time and time and time and time and time and time again. So they've seen the truth, they've felt the truth, they know the truth, and it's just this confusion of, how do I deal with this person at this time? Now, for some of them, as we have seen in the past, it's a family member. It's a mother, it's a father, it's a sister or brother. It's someone that they have been enabling through this entire time of their lives. And enabling, it could be enabling just by feelings, by keeping the feelings prisoner, by someone putting guilt on them. Oh, you don't take care of me in this way, you don't serve me in this way, you don't spend time with me in this way. So yeah, I'm not seeing them as going back to their old ways, but they are very much in conflict. Very much in conflict right now with, I want to resolve this once and for all, but they're not sure how to go about it. So that's where they're at. And again, it's nothing bad. It's just, it's a roadblock. You know, like if you're driving somewhere and there's construction on the road and it says, do not enter, well, now you have to find an alternate route, right? It's like, if you go through, you're going to hit the construction zone, and that could be dangerous. So you're going to hit the do not enter sign or construction in progress, and you just have to find another route. And that's what they're doing. Let's look at the couple's energy. The couple's energy right now is very much in a resting phase. And of course, we have seen this because of, and I believe, unfortunately, I don't like to mention current world events, but because of current world events, things were moving forward. And especially if you live in the United States and some other countries, for real, I know it's happening in other countries too, not just the US, but we started to see things opening up and things moving forward, and travel being able to move forward, and services being opened up. But for example, I have a follow-up appointment with my doctor on Friday, and they literally just called me and said, no, you can't come into the office. We will have a phone appointment. Everything is now rolling back. It's very frustrating, obviously, for the Divine Masculine that wants to come forward. I'm sure it's frustrating for you, but Divine Feminines, you're in a good place this week. You're really in a good emotional space this week, open to love, open to looking at things in a different direction, not going back to your old ways of thinking and being. But the frustration for the Divine Masculines is they're really, truly trying to get rid of these other relationships, people in their lives. And again, it does not have to be a romantic partnership. It could literally be a roommate or we've seen that mother image that keeps coming back. The mom, the overbearing mom, who they may have had to take care of during this whole pandemic. And it's like they knew that they needed to get away from the toxicity of the relationship, but it's like, you know, the situation in the pandemic has forced people back together. And there's always a reason for it. There's always a reason why you're forced back together with people you don't want to be with, and probably sorting out last minute karmic lessons, I guess. But we've seen this resting phase, resting period. We've got the Four of Air, which is not a bad card. It's a Four of Swords. Sometimes it can be seen as a bad card. If you look at the traditional tarot, it doesn't look like a pretty card. But it's a resting card, it's a meditation card, it's a reflection card. As I mentioned to you right before I came on this video, I did meditation. I'm doing meditation again tonight. It's just this, I need my meditation in order to reflect properly and not get in my ego, get in spirit, not get into a tired mode or a mode where I'm not receiving messages, but in order to get into an open and receptive mode. Interestingly enough, we see this card, See Only Love. Now this is about getting to your heart and getting out of your head. And as I have mentioned, the Divine Masculines are very much in their head about this problem that they're encountering. They're very much in their head, but they're on the cusp. They're on the cusp because this is really representing get in your heart, get in your spirit, don't stay in your head, don't stay in your ego about anything this week when it comes to the twin flame connection, when it comes to the twin flame partnership. Stay in that love space, stay in that meditative space, stay in that spiritual space. Really, stay in that spiritual space. Let's look to the romance messages. Angels, please give me a qualifier for this one. Yeah, the last couple of weeks, the romance cards have been a little bit weird. So let's go ahead and pick. Angels, can you please, romance angels, give me a qualifier to clarify this card that I got? The interesting piece is that while Divine Feminines are staying in their love space. Now remember, this is a twin flame energy card, right? So this is for both Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines. But since you watching this, I would say you are probably a Divine Feminine, because 99% of those who watch these videos are Divine Feminines. I would say, please, in this space of renewed love, in this space of renewed openness, opening your heart, know that your attractiveness or so we've got this attraction card. What this is telling me is that your ability to attract your twin flame, your ability to bring them into your physical space is okay. Like, that's not broken. Because I have a feeling that with this delay that is this resting period, because heaven can do all they want to bring you guys together, and they will. But everything works according to divine timing. Everything. So when outer circumstances is putting a delay on everybody's life, not just your life, not just your twin flame's life, not just most twin flames in this collective, but the world, the entire earth, when the entire earth is having delays put upon it, you can't take it personally. You absolutely positively cannot take it personally. Because if 7.7 billion people on the planet have been delayed in everything they're doing in their earthly lives, then there's no way you could take it personally. There is a delay. There's this delay happening on the planet all around. There's a delay for going back to work. There's a delay for going back to school. There's a delay for getting your nails done now that nail salons have closed again. There's a delay for even going to the doctors, as I mentioned. So there's delays everywhere. There are delays for social engagements and concerts and comedy shows and theater productions and everything. There are just delays everywhere. So Divine Feminines, do not take it as a personal hit that you're not attractive, that you're not in that attractive energy, that feminine, magnetic, attractive energy, because it looks like you're doing a good job. So, and if you're not doing a good job, you know where you're falling short. You absolutely know. If you're doing that push energy to push them away in any way, shape, or form, you know that you're not doing a good job of that. But for those of you that are living in your higher self and are living in that divine feminine energy to attract, you're doing it. You're doing a good job. Now, I want to tell you is that this unavailability of your divine masculine and the rejection you feel, this is not the rejecting you, it's the rejection you feel inside, is not personal. It's just not. It's just not personal this week. Just don't take it personally. It's not. And the reason it's not personal is because we are seeing that they have this weird obstacle, this conflict with someone or some people this week that, by gosh and bar darn it, they've been trying to get rid of. They really, really have. But the external circumstances of the world is preventing them from getting rid of them, moving forward, and just purging those people from their life, or the person from their life that is hindering their progress. But they're getting good divine guidance on how to do it tactfully in order to, for once and for all, to break those ties, because they're receiving their spiritual guidance. But please, divine feminines, do not take it personally. The rejection is there for you, but it's not going to harm you. It's not going to make you less attractive, make you lessen your attractive energy for your divine masculine. But it's like they need to do this. They're ready, but they need to. There's this person, there's these people. Like I said, it could be one or two, but there are these people that they need to get rid of, and they're trying. They quite don't know how to do it again now, because, okay, let's say if your divine masculine's mother invited them in to live with them during this whole pandemic. Well, we all thought the pandemic was going to be 2 weeks long. We all thought that. So what happens? Divine masculine goes back to be with the mom during the pandemic and thinking it's only going to be 2 weeks. And here we are, March, April, May, June, July. Here we are, almost 5 months into this thing, or more than 5 months really into this thing. And they're not able to leave, because now what are they going to say to their mother? Oh, forget it. I'm not going to take care of you. You're elderly, you're old, you're over 60 or whatever. And I'm not going to go do your grocery shopping. I'm not going to take care of you. I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, they're kind of obligated. They have to do it because they've already committed to it. And then there's the same thing with some of them that are still in marriages, but they filed for divorce. They filed for that separation. They were breaking up with the girlfriend. But now it's like everybody's out of work, so who's going to pay for an apartment or a condo or a house or a mortgage? Don't take it personally, okay? Everything happens for a reason. They're saying now this week, and this resonates with the entire message today. My life is not together as it seems, and you speak to me through music. So we have been speaking about this before, about hearing songs. And in this book, if you haven't read it yet, I would say get it on Audible, because that's an easy read if you're not a reader, or if you have time that you have to clean the house. I would say listen to it on Audible. But in this book, Twin Flame Romance, I talk about this whole scenario about music and my twin flame. And there was something that happened that was absolutely spiritual. It was out of this world. It could not have happened in the 3D world. It was something else. It was so incredibly strange. And that was my twin flame speaking to me through music. It was insanity. It was spooky the way it happened. I almost got really, 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 really spooked out when it happened, because it wasn't anything I was doing. It just happened. But divine masculine souls like to choose music to speak to their divine feminines. It's interesting, but and that's another topic I'm going to address in the boot camp, is certain twin flame signs, not the signs that you are a twin flame, but the signs that come through to you on a daily basis, like which signs to look for, which signs are valid, which signs are like your imagination or just maybe you like wishful thinking, if you will. But there are some telltale signs that usually it's like, okay, this can't be mistaken. This is divine intervention. I hope you guys got the message loud and clear this week. This was an interesting read for this week. I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week in July. And stay positive, stay happy, stay in faith. Faith is where it's at, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. Thank you so much for supporting this YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can also pledge your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/MichelleFondin. And I will see you in the next video.